Hey Plant Pals, Mike the Hated Gardener, and today is just a quick video. I was wandering about my garden and I saw I had some treats in the garden, so I'm going to make my first garden meal of the season. So I've got some zucchini, I've got onions, I've got turnips tops, I've got kale, I've got all kinds of good things in here. So I'm going to stir fry it all up with some peppers that I grew inside and my little baby squash that I grew inside. I'm gonna make me and my wife a delicious meatless Monday meal. So I will be right back. I've already washed these. These have been soaked in water and vinegar. I rinsed them when they're outside. I washed them inside, and I'm gonna drain and rinse them again, and they'll be ready to go. I didn't want to show this off quick. This is the head of butter crunch lettuce that I grew outside. So I've finally been able to grow lettuce outside, which is funny because it went from, I don't have springs anymore. It seems like it goes from blazing or super freezing sub-zero cold to super hot. So it goes from like snow and then all of a sudden you're up in the 90s without a springtime. So it's kind of hard to grow spring things like lettuces and stuff when it goes up into the 90s and stays there, because things like this will bolt. But this did really well. So very excited. So I'm gonna chop this up. So this is not gonna go into my stir fry, of course, because it's lettuce. I mean, I suppose you could, but it'd be watery and wilty. But this is a delicious crisp lettuce. I've been snacking on them as I've been washing them, and also when I go out in the garden. But I'm going to chop it up, wrap it in a paper towel, and put it in the fridge for a salad this week. So yeah, really excited. I will be right back. All right, so I've got my washed and rinsed garden treats. I'm gonna chop it up with some peppers and my little baby squash I grew inside. So I grew these peppers. This is the Fresno pepper I grew inside, lipstick pepper I grew inside, squash I grew inside, and these were grown outside. And I'm going to stir fry them up in a little bit of butter and some seasoning. And so the only thing that I didn't grow myself is the butter and I bought a little bit of garlic, which I tried growing garlic. I tried overwintering it, did not work for me, but I won't give up. You know, just like the lettuce, I was able to finally master growing lettuce outside. You know, inside is easy, but I'm going to also work on finally getting garlic to to grow for me. So I will be back because I'm gonna chop these up and chop up the. Oh, and also have so I don't have my own garlic, but I do have my own onion. So actually, I've got zucchini here. But the fun thing about having your own garden is you can pull these things at any time. So I could have let this onion grow huge and bulb up, but I decided to. Oh, its leaves came off. Perfectly good. Chop it up. So I decided to cook with this because I have a ton of onion outside. So, you know, I can cook with it at any stage. And so I'm going to cook it up now instead of waiting for it to get huge, because I have plenty outside that can do that. So yeah, I will be back. So I've already chopped up the Fresno that's in the pan with the onions and some garlic. And of course, anybody who knows me knows I'm saving the seeds from the lipstick peppers because I love it. I'm gonna chop these up and I'm gonna put them in the pan along with I'm gonna chop up the zucchini from my garden and the squash. I'm gonna put the sage. It's a sage from my garden. I'm gonna put that in at the end. And before I put the sage in at the end, I'm gonna put the turnips in to cook. So I will be back. All right, I got the zucchini and the squash going. I'm gonna put the turnip greens in. I'm recording. Put the turnip greens, turnip tops in. And I'm gonna chop up the sage, and there's sage and basil. I put those on the top. I'm gonna cook it up. I will be back. All right, I got the tops in. I put a splash of water around just to help kind of get things cooked to the tenderness that I want, and for flavor, because it'll take all the crunchy onion bits and stuff off the bottom and the garlic and whatnot, and it'll make it kind of its own sauce. And I think I'm going to add some balsamic vinegar to it too, just to give that little bit of extra something. I have my own pepper sauce. You know what? I'm going to use my pepper sauce. It'll be super spicy. Be right back. So this is pepper sauce I made last year of all the peppers that were in my garden. And what I do is, when I use it up, I add a little bit more vinegar to it, and it kind of keeps the party going. So it's really awesome. It adds a delicious flavor to everything. So I'm going to open it up, spoon a little bit in, and I'll be right back. Now this is wicked hot because it's got Scotch bonnets and every kind of hot pepper that I grew. So it's very spicy. It's delicious though. If you ever, in the wintertime, if you start feeling like you're getting a cold, you take a spoonful of this, it'll fix you right up. Burn all the cold right out of you. It's good stuff. All right, be right back. All right, and we're done. Now typically I eat low to no carb all week. This is going to be my wife's plate. She has rice. Typically I'll use cauliflower rice, but I've been really good lately, so I'm going to give myself a little treat because this is a Meatless Monday, and I've been very well behaved. And I'm eating vegetables, and I don't like vegetables. All right, be right back. All right, serve a portion for my wife. Smells great. Again, like I said, I'm not a I'm not a vegetable person, but it really smells delicious, and it probably helps that this was something that I grew. So everything I grew, except for the garlic and the butter, and the rice, of course, is everything that I have grown in my garden. Serve myself up some vegetables. Give my wife the rest because she loves vegetables. I'm not as much of a fan, but hopefully it'll taste good. Because like I said, it smells wonderful. Alright, so there is my Meatless Monday meal with treats from my garden 2023.